Yo, what's up, Certified City? It's your boy Raisini, back with another certified lyrical session. Yes, sir. So basically, my songwriting process is two parts. Some of the songs come out of the blue, and it's just an inspired story. And then the others, I force myself to create a story. So it differs in that way. 5 years, I'm going to be weird. I want to be an art curator. But I'm hoping I can find a way to mix visual arts and musical arts within the 5-year period. I think the plight and story of a black man, the story now is very changed by social media opinions and how it is. So I'm trying to tell a story of an East London black boy and hoping it could resonate with other people in other places. Yeah. Working hard every day to nobody's appeal. Give yourself out, still don't feel real, 'cause I lose myself in the moment. Whose mind are you trying to control? I lose myself in the moment. Whose mind are you trying to control? So basically, at the time I was writing this, it was when I had to choose between going to varsity or pursuing like the music route. And at the time, I felt as if going to school and not choosing music, my mind is being controlled. So every time I would be doing a performance or a show, I'd lose myself and it feels like it's the real me. And when I'm in a space where I'm doing the music, no one can control me. So yeah. So the hook is basically trying to explain the story of Ascension is basically saying that you are moving from one place to a higher plane. So the hook is trying to explain where the background story came from and how now we are ascending. Yeah. I thought I was the 1-2, but actually I'm just the 1-2. Throw it back, bring it back, take it back to 1-2. So I think in the initial take of artistry for me, I always thought I was the one. I'm the one who is the best, I'm the one. But I have realized in the journey that I'm just the 1-2. I'm the 1-2. There are other people that are also doing this. And I could be like a vessel to take my experience and with another person's experience, and we could all move together instead of trying to be the only one. Yeah. The world is moving fast, and man, I'm just a molecule. That's when I'm talking change, most niggas just ridicule. I think with passion, there'll always be the feeling of, am I doing this right? So I'm just a small part, a molecule. But what other people see is way bigger than what you view yourself. And it has to be a constant reminder. Because when you are giving art, you're taking a piece of yourself and you're giving it to people. So there are fears, there are insecurities. And I had to master that. And at times it gets to me, thinking, is it possible? Could I make it big so you could use me as a parable? So now I'm moving with a crew of mine where it's called Friends with Psychedelics. Shout out to the homies. And basically what we're doing is, I think it's easier when it's a collaborative approach. Because when you have people by your side, it's easier to achieve the goal that you want specifically, and not just doing it yourself and having no one to back up. Yeah. I'm thinking death, lose the same breath that my mama gave a birth. I ain't give enough contribution to the earth. Maybe it'd be better if I die and fertilize, or I wouldn't cover lies. There's something that's in my eyes that's making me sympathize. So I feel like I'm always trying to talk to all people in all of the music, and I feel like sometimes we are scared of saying the sad thing, because if I feel like I want to die, it's a real feeling that I had at the time. But if no one's talking about it, it will make it easier for myself to do the bad thing. Whereas if we speak about it more and we're open about it, it makes it easier for someone else to actually feel better about themselves. And then with music being therapy, when you hear it in a song, it has a different touch and a texture to the emotion that you're actually feeling. Yeah. Because now I see it clearly, it's not hard to see it really, it's the fear. Probably the only reason that got me singing here. Thinking I could make it big, but what if I don't bear? The darkness is reality, the light is possibility. Split it in two and you could find the probability. I think I've been on the dark side most of the time in the artistic sense, because I came from a family background that is not aware of the artistry and how it could be profitable. So I had to change and move into the light of it. So in order to move into the light, you have to make people aware of the dark side and the light side in order for you to find the actual balance. Yes. You could do the math, but it ain't adding up. We're close to an apocalypse, but we're still turning up. So when I initially wrote the verse, it was way before, just before COVID, so it was 2019. And then after I had done the song, it kept on having new meaning, because we always facing dire situations. Every time we go through something, we pass COVID, and then something else is gonna come up. So it doesn't stop us from turning up. So I'm just it's actually a question more than a statement. Is it a good thing that we are turning up because we're not trying to think about the situation? Or is it a bad thing that we're busy turning up and not thinking about current situations? Yes. Maybe I'm just pessimistic. It could all just be a gimmick. Throw it up like I'm bulimic. It's the lies I cannot stomach. Drugs can handle all the damage. Spoke to my psychiatrist. He said that the problem is we're playing ventriloquist. We want to pull all the strings instead of being offerings. I think for me, the way in which writing comes, as I explained earlier, it's a two-way stream. So I might be having a pessimistic thought, but when I interpret it into music, it makes it clearer for me. And sometimes I don't see it at the current moment. I see it afterwards, and I'll have a pessimistic view of everything until I go back to the song and it reiterates that I should be thinking in a more positive light. So I was trying to explain that. Oh, I think it's very, very important, because since my whole story is coming from a black person's point of view, firstly, before I used to know about my mental health status and understanding myself, I used to think it was taboo. So I always try to tell the story in a way that you can see that it's part of living. Having someone to talk to about your issues doesn't make you weird or anything. It doesn't make you crazy. It just means you have someone that is trying to help you with your own mental issues. it plays a big role for me with my mental issues. I was listening to Mac Miller and all those people, and it kind of helped me get out of the situation without actually talking to anyone. Because if I'm listening to the stories that are being told in music, it makes it easier for me to resonate and make my situation seem normal too. Yes, sir. Like we said, we were here at Certified City. We are bouncing. Yes, sir.
Working hard every day to nobody's appeal. Give yourself out, still don't feel real. Cause I lose myself in the moment. Who's my